Your lesson this week is going to be continuing working on reading and spelling words that have long vowel patterns. This week, you're going to see that your long vowels will be mixed with the long A, long I, long O, and one word with the long U. So we're going to review first with our short vowels and how a long vowel pattern changes your vowel sound. So if you see a word like this, that's a closed syllable word, so you would say Jan. As soon as we put this silent E at the end, your word changes to Jane. That's a long vowel. Jane will be one of the characters in your story this week. Another word that's a closed syllable is mad. That's your short A vowel sound, ah. As soon as I put my silent E on the end, now my word says made, and I have my long A vowel sound. This closed syllable word says kit, but the vowel sound changes with that silent E. Now I have the word kite. This is Tim, like a boy's name Tim if I capitalized it. But when I put my silent E, my vowel sound changes to time. And one more example of changing a short vowel to a long vowel. This says slop. But when I put my silent E here, now my ah sound changes to O, and my word says slope. So this week, we're going to be working on your long vowel patterns. So again, to review, you'll have an A, a consonant, and your silent E. And some words from your story that have this pattern would be Shane. This is a long A sound. That's your macron. It tells you that that's a long vowel sound, Shane. Shane will be a character in your story. We already looked at the name Jane. Jane will be a character in your story. We looked at the word made. Two more words that are review words from a previous story, most likely, would be lake. And then this is a high frequency word. You will see a lot, came. Okay, so say Shane, Jane, made, lake, came. Those are all words with a long A vowel sound, and they fit the pattern of the long A, a consonant, and a silent E at the end. Moving on to words that have the long I sound. Oops, not a K. Silent E at the end. The K would be the consonant that goes in between there. So you will have a character named Ike. Mike is one of the characters in the story. We looked at this word at the beginning, kite. Now this is a blend at the beginning, gl. Here's going to be our I, glide. And I want to point out that you can add endings to the words. And you read it the same way, you just add on your ending. So the word is glides. It's the voiced S sound that goes Z. You'll have d, I've. Okay, here's another one where we're going to add an ending. So right here, the word is hike. This time, instead of an S, I'm going to add the D, meaning this has already happened. It's a past tense verb, hiked. Notice that the letter is D, the ED ending, but it's going to sound like a T because of the K and the T. Those are unvoiced sounds, so we pronounce the ED on this word as a T, hiked. Two more words that have your long I sound. We did this one in the beginning. Time. And then one more. tide. So if you have the ocean, the tide is as the water is coming in. If it's high tide or low tide when it is going out. Okay, so those are some of your words that have the long I with our long vowel pattern, the I, the consonant, and the silent E. You'll have a few words that have the long O pattern. And so we did one at the beginning, ope. So the hill will have a slope. A slope is an incline going up, or you can have a downward slope. And this word, home. So those are two words. I want to point out that in your story, you're going to see this word, comes. It looks like it has our pattern. Here's your O consonant and an E, silent E, but it does not fit our pattern because this vowel sound here is not combs. It's not a long O, it's comes. So it looks like the pattern, but it really does not have our vowel sound. So I'm going to erase that to show you that one is not a long O sound. And then finally, we have words that will have your long U. And in this story, it's taking place at the sand dunes. So dunes are hills made from sand, and that's the setting for your story this week. So you'll be practicing with these words and being able to read and spell these words with your long vowel sounds.